up, everybody? Batjack JW coming to you. Ain't it Garand or Garand? Yes, we're looking at a M1 Garand designed by John Garand. This is a big game changer. This is the first semi-auto rifle adopted by U.S. military. This is a Springfield. That's the older company Springfield, not the one we know today. 30-06 semi-auto, what they call a N block clip fed. So yeah, these things are pretty neat. This video is a little bit hard to make, I must admit, because we're trying to give you a close-up look at it with a rifle that's about I think it's 43 inches in length. It's got about a 22-inch barrel on it. So we're going to go ahead and close up the chamber here because it's kind of like a rat trap. Now the way I do it, try to get this on camera here, is I actually put my hand right there and let it go, and I'm using my hand to kind of hold that back a little bit so I don't chamber my finger or get my hand caught in there. This is a really cool rifle. This one here is vintage. This has definitely been dragged through the war at some point. I wish it could tell me a story or two. I'm sure it has more than that. But you can see the stock and everything is pretty battered up. It's even got some cracks and dents in it, but that's okay. That's the way I wanted it. I've had this for years. Really bought it. Kind of a interesting story is the place I work at is the place I bought it long before I was an employee there. I just happened to see it and finally asked the guy, the owner, which became my boss, I said, hey, how much is that? And he told me the price, and I said, oh my, I about fainted. I said, I gotta have it. So I bought it, and yeah, I've had it since. The guy had originally sold it. He had to lower his price. I think he was originally asking about $1,000 for it. He came down quite a bit. So yeah, look at that worn butt plate. There's the cap in there. They used to keep cleaning supplies. It's empty, so there's nothing in it. I actually opened it up right before this video because I don't think I've ever opened it up. So, alright, so that's the outside of it. Let's go ahead and go ahead and open it up. I'll show you the ammo. This is indeed a clip, N block clip. It holds 8 rounds of 30-06. Always kind of looked cool to me. I remember watching Saving Private Ryan and always wondering what that gun was. And yeah, later finding out, hey, look at this. So cool stuff. That's what it looks like empty, and it makes a distinctive, can't really do it without really dropping it, but it has a distinctive sound. In fact, they got keen to that sound. Usually meant somebody was out of ammo back then. the enemy at the time. So alright, now let's go ahead and open this up. The weird thing is I actually saw one of these without this, and you see that there's a hole in the back of the trigger guard there. I seen one without it. It was kind of strange. Never seen one like that. Alright, so I got one of these. I'm gonna try to do this without using too much metal tools on this. I don't want to scratch up the parkerizing. The parkerizing on these are really unique. They're kind of green almost. Alright, so I got an old golf tee right here. Just put it in there. Yep, there we go. Pop the trigger guard out. Try to do this without metal. Alright, and this whole trigger group assembly comes right out. Really cool. Here, let's see, the rifle wants to come apart already. You can see, let me hold this back a little bit here. This is the hammer in a sense. Just show you how it works. See, when you pull the trigger, hammer wants to come out of there. I'm not going to do it, but you just kind of get an idea a little bit of how it works. Safety right there. Back is all the way back into the trigger guard is unsafe. That's on fire. Alright, show you that when we get it all back together. Okay, let's remove this. It comes right off. You can see there it's lifting off over there as well. Take that out. And there's the stock. I'll show you inside the stock. Okay. I haven't seen any kind of markings on the stock, unless they probably worn off, really, tell you the truth. I think at one time I saw a faint marking. I can't remember. So I'll set the stock aside. I'll set it up here. Let's get these metal. There. Don't want to scratch anything up. Okay. Alright, got these. Let me get these away. I did bring a metal punch just in case. Here's kind of a look on the mechanism on the inside, the loading chamber and everything. It's kind of like an I'm not sure all the correct pronunciation of all these parts and everything, but it's kind of like an elevator there. It kind of goes up and down. You see how it's all connected in there. Gas tube, spring, all lives right up in here. And you can go ahead and unscrew that cross shape there and open it up, get access all the way through this tube right here. Alright, so let's go ahead and I'm going to show you kind of just how to take a little bit of this apart. If you're interested, stick around in the video. If you're not, I guess we'll see you later. Alright, so first thing I'll do is take out this spring right here. And now if you're going to do this, you've never done it, pay real close attention to how everything is in there and what everything does. Alright, go ahead and move things like this. There's some tension on there. Oh wait, look, it's moving that. That is, well, that's how you eject. If you still got rounds in there, you can eject the clip. So I do feel funny saying clip, but indeed this is what it is. It's a clip. Okay, that's how you load it. It's not a magazine. Alright, so let's go ahead and take this off. Let's see. So I'm going to pull, oops, a little greasy. Okay, pull that out and release that. And you'll see this long spring that comes on out of there. There it is. Alright, now note the way it goes back in. Now here's another tip for you. You can always examine wear. See the wearing on there? Means it's contacting something. Lives right in that groove. Just like that. Set that aside. Okay. So next thing we're going to do is actually pop this pin right there. You see it? Now it goes only one way. One way is it's got a head on it. So I'm going to try and use this shish kebab stick first. I don't want to put metal on it. I'm going to try to use that. There it goes. Okay, so it's coming right out. There it is. Set that aside. And oh, okay, we just shifted that and all kinds of stuff came out, right? Look at that. We got all kinds of goodies here. Alright, so this is actually what makes the loader go up and down. Set that aside. Here you got this piece. Again, I don't know the correct terminology for all this stuff, so forgive me. All you experts probably know. Okay, and out comes the actual loader. I guess that's what you would call it. There, it's pretty interesting. Okay, I would go ahead and take out the bolt here. Move it to the rear, because you'll see right here there's actually a little notch cut out right there, and then you lift up on it and it should release the bolt there. That should go forward, or the charging handle. This is the actual bolt, I guess you could say, right in there. Gotta fumble around with this thing a little bit. Now this design is carried over quite a bit. Quite interesting, all the history with it. It's carried over to the M1A and the Mini 14. Okay, so there's that. The charging handle there. Definitely got some wear in it. It's got some leftover grease in there. This is definitely, you want to clean this after you fire it. It gets pretty nasty, and you can see actually the tip is kind of cooked. I thought that was soot, but it's actually just cooked. But there you have it. I mean, that's a kind of I guess you'd say a field strip. A way to get everything clean. Okay, so let's watch us fumble putting this thing back together, which I'll just go ahead and do. Makes it a long video, but I know some people might be interested. Trying to do this on camera too is not exactly the easiest. Oops. Upside down, that's why. Like I said, doing this on camera is kind of difficult. Alright, let me try to get this thing and up here a little bit more focused for you. Okay. This is kind of the reason why on the channel you don't see too many rifle videos, because I'm just trying to figure out how to do all this on camera and give you a nice close-up look at everything. So, okay, got that in there. And let's fiddle with the bolt. Okay, got the bolt in there. Oops. I think maybe we should have put the bolt in like that first. Or maybe put it, I think I put it to the rear. And then move that into place. And there you go. Alright, so hopefully I didn't make that look too hard. It's mostly just kind of getting it right, lined up everything right. Okay, so do you remember what went in first? Or what went in last, or came out last? Right, this. Okay, so you'll see the grooves here. And it just kind of drops back in there. Just like that. Alright. And next is all these parts right here, these fun parts. Now, you're gonna have to remember this. I seem to forget from time to time. Notice there's a hook on here, and remember when we moved it, it moved this. So if you look down in there, here's a pointer, what I'm looking at, right there. It's gonna go under that. This hook is gonna go under that tab. Again, I don't know how well you'll see it, but it's gonna go right under that tab, right in there. I'm sorry for the bad angle there. Okay, you'll notice too, because now it's got a little tension on it. And this has got to go in. See it right there. Okay, alright, now let's move this piece into place. You can, I guess you could put a little slave pin or something right in there. I don't know if that'll do anything, but trying to keep my hands out of the way so you can see what's going on. It makes it a little difficult doing these. Alright, so this has got to live inside that gate, or that loading gate. Right there, you'll see it picks it up, it lives right in there in that track. Push that down into place. And let's go ahead and take our pin and reinsert it. And it should go right in with pretty good ease, at least it does on mine. Okay, so everything is back in correctly. Let's go ahead and reinstall this. Now remember, you see the wear. Alright, so let's put this back in through. And this is a little, sometimes can be a little difficult. There we go. So you can see where it clips into place there, right there. All right, so you see it's connected. Now if you put it in upside down, it obviously looks like something's very wrong. Okay, all right, so let's go ahead and put this thing back into the stock here. I guess we can do it this way, just like that. Oops, drop the T, that's why I brought two. Okay, there we go. Now let's reinsert this right just like that. You'll see it fits in there flush, and there you have it. Do a quick little dust lock back. Let's close it up. There you go, the M1 Garand. Look at that, really cool. Old sights. I've seen people actually cut these off. Not sure why. I'm trying to always sport them up, I guess, which is horrible. You're destroying history. So cool stuff. Anyway, Bad Jack JW. Hopefully the video wasn't too terrible. Tried to do this as close up and as good camera angles as possible without fumbling too many times, but there you have it, the M1 Garand. Thanks for watching, you guys. Like, share, and subscribe. Check out the rest of the videos on the channel.